After a tremendous NBA season where we saw the Oklahoma City Thunder being crowned NBA champions, coming off of one of the best NBA seasons in the history of sports. SGA won his first scoring title, MVP, and Finals MVP, being one of 3 players to do that after Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal. One could deem that the sport is on greener pastures, but it's far from that. As on the other side of winning, there was a lot of losing, and I mean a lot. Did I mention a lot? A lot. Teams like Utah Jazz, Washington Wizards, Brooklyn Nets, and many were having atrocious seasons, losing game after game. One of them even went on a no-win November streak. Never heard of that one before, but I did last season. I will mention the team at the end, but first I have to rank each and every team that will be the worst in the 2025-2026 season. And we will do that by evaluating the worst teams of last seasons and checking their 2025 off-season to see if anything is going to change for them or the matters have gotten worse. Firstly, we'll have to name the bottom 5 teams that are in the West. Then, when we're done, go on to the bottom of the East. In the West, at number 11, we had the Phoenix Suns. At number 12, the Portland Trail Blazers. Number 13, the San Antonio Spurs. And at number 14, we had the New Orleans Pelicans. And at number 15, the Utah Jazz. In the East, we had the Toronto Raptors in number 11. At number 12, we had the Brooklyn Nets. Number 13 were the Philadelphia 76ers. And at number 14, we had the Charlotte Hornets. And at number 15, we had the Washington Wizards. In the West, I'll start with 2 teams that won't improve at all regardless of any moves they made. And that is the Utah Jazz and the Portland Trail Blazers. As they are in a rebuild journey and are still trying to figure out a strong core for their teams, the 2025-2026 season might be too early for them to bolster and be in the competing conversation. So I'll put the Utah Jazz at number 15 and the Trail Blazers at number 14 in the West. After the drastic moves made by the Phoenix Suns of trading Kevin Durant and receiving Jalen Green and Dillon Brooks, that I think will be more beneficial for the Suns, as the chemistry between Devin Booker and Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal just did not mix. Having a younger and more athletic core gives them an instant increase. And another team that I think will increase in the 25-26 season is the New Orleans Pelicans, as they have traded for playoff experienced players like Jordan Poole and Kevon Looney, and also had a phenomenal talent on draft night in Jeremiah Fears. This will be peanut butter and jelly next to Zion Williams, who is a generational talent, so I'll put the Pelicans at number 13 and the Phoenix Suns at number 12. With the San Antonio Spurs, I think they will be in the competing conversation as their key superstar, Victor Wembanyama, who is an irreplaceable talent, had a season-ending injury, leaving the team with no offensive or defensive backbone, which led to their bad season. So now that he is healthy, I think the Spurs will reach the top 8 and make the playoffs, so I will not be putting them at number 11, leaving that spot for any team that will drop from the top 10 to number 11. Now in the East, it's a sad conversation. For these 3 teams I'll mention, of which will definitely be at the bottom 3 regardless of any roster altering changes. Simply because these teams have no direction when it comes to winning, 1 minute, they are hitting game winners, giving the fans a competitive edge. Next minute, are going on 10 games losing streaks. And that is the Washington Wizards, Charlotte Hornets, and the Brooklyn Nets. I feel like these teams are just used to groom talent and then trade them off to big teams, as many of the players from them are thriving with their new threads. So I'll put the Washington Wizards at number 15, Charlotte Hornets at number 14, and the Brooklyn Nets at number 13. As mentioned in my previous video, that the Brandon Ingram move made by the Toronto Raptors immediately pushes them inside of the top 10, leaving the Philadelphia 76ers, of which I don't think they will reach the top 10 due to their superstars' lacked desire of winning and also injuries. So I'll put the 76ers at number 12, leaving the number 11 spot open for any team that will drop from the top 10. So after my evaluations, here is how the East and the West will look at the bottom 5. Do you think my evaluations are accurate? Comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for some more NBA content. And the team that went on a no-win November was the Washington Wizards, losing 10 games straight.